Hello, this is Geometry Topic 2-4, just more about prisms. This is just a review lesson. We're going to be talking about prisms. This one happens to be a rectangular prism. Okay, and we want to find the lateral area, total area, and volume. So we need the perimeter, the height, and the area of the base. So the perimeter of the base, the shaded parts are base. 4 and 4 make 8, 6 and 6 make 12, 8 and 12 make 20. So the height of my base would be 2, and the area of my base would be 4 times 6, which is 24. So lateral, that's perimeter times height, so 20 times 2 is 40. The total, we do the lateral plus twice the area of the base. So 40 plus 2 times 24 gives us 88. And our volume is the area of our base times our height. So 24 times 2 makes 48. All relatively simple. Let's go ahead and have a look at number 2. So this is a triangular prism. And we need the perimeter, the height, and the area of the base. Well, our perimeter, if this is 4 and these are all the same, 4 times 3 is 12. Our height is also 12. Now the area of our base is a little bit more complicated. There are two ways I can figure this out. I can either get the altitude here and use base times height divided by 2, or I can use what we were using in a previous lesson, which is if I have the center, I look for my apothem. So let's go ahead and do the apothem one. So that means half of this is 2, okay, which means that this is the square root of 3. Again, using a 30, 60, 90, where this is x, 2x, and x on the square root of 3. So 2 on the square root, so 2, if I divide by the square root of 3, I don't get the square root of 3, I get 2/3 on the square root of 3. Okay. So here I'm using 1/2 PA, so 1 over 2 times 2 over 3 times 12 make 4 on the square root of 3. Okay, so my lateral area, that's perimeter times height. So 12 times 12 gives me 144. For total area, I do my lateral plus twice the area of my base. So 144 plus 8 on the square root of 3. And the volume of the area of the base times the height would be 4 times 12 is 48 on the square root of 3. And so this is our triangular prism. Let's go ahead and move on. Here we have another rectangular prism, perimeter, height, and base. Well, perimeter would be 2 and 2 is 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. We're trying to figure out our height. Area of our base would be 2 times 3 is 6. And here they tell us that the volume is 24. Well, volume equals the area of the base times the height. So that means 24 equals 6h. Divide them both by 6, and 24 divided by 6 gives us a height of 4. So if we have a height of 4, then perimeter height gives us a lateral area of 40. And our total area of 40 plus 6 times 2, which is 52. And these are centimeters, centimeters squared, and centimeters squared. On to example number 4. Here we have a triangular prism with an equilateral triangle. And the sides are 3, which means that the perimeter is 9. The height of the prism, we said, was 10. And area of the base. That means this is 1.5. And this is 1.5 over 3. This comes out to 1/2 on the square root of 3. And that's 1/2 times the perimeter times the apothem. So we get 2.25 on the square root of 3. For our lateral area is perimeter times height. 9 times 10 is 90. The total is lateral plus twice the area of the base. So we have 90 plus 4.5 on the square root of 3. And area of the base times the height. We get 22.5, also on the square root of 3. Now for our last example of the day, we have a base hexagonal prism. Side lengths are 10, which means that our perimeter is 60. Our height, it says, is 13. And we need the area of our base. Okay, so that means that this is 6. This would be 6 on the square root of 3. So 1/2 times 60 times 6 on the square root of 3 gives us 180 on the square root of 3. So our total area, we don't want the lateral area, we want the total area. So that would be pH plus 2b. So that would mean 60 times 13 plus 2 times 180 on the square root of 3. Well, 60 times 13 makes 780 plus 360 on the square root of 3. And our volume would be our area of the base times the height. So 180 times 13 makes 2,340 on the square root of 3. So, again, this is not anything new. The only thing that would be new would be example number 3, where they gave you the volume, and maybe 4 and 5 where you had to draw your own shape. However, it's nothing new. It does hinge a little bit on remembering how to use the apothem to find your area. So, hope you have a great day and good luck on your assignment.